दोस्तों, फिर से स्वागत है आपका हॉगवर्ट लेगेसी के नए एपिसोड में ओपन। और आगे कहानी खेलेंगे हमको। वो लाइब्रेरियन के वहाँ से भी हमने निकाल लाए थे नया राज। और वहाँ से फिर हमको एक रानी की कहानी पता चली थी, जो रानी की नहीं, हॉगवर्ट्स के ही पूर्वजों की कहानी पता चली थी। ये छुपाना चाह रहे थे ना चैम्बर, वहाँ भी हम गए थे। और फिर उसके अलावा हमने वो लड़की के लिए भी वो सब ढूंढ दिए थे। वो कुछ बॉल्स जैसे थे हॉगवर्ट की, है ना, गॉबलिन बॉल्स जो थे वो भी ढूंढे थे। और फिर हमने और थोड़ा बहुत मैजिक वगैरह एंशियंट, उसके भी राज खुले थे, कहानी पूरी पता चली थी। अब हम और आगे का भी खेलने वाले हैं। काफी टाइम लगा था भाई वो राज खुलने में।
Press any key to start.
अभी दिखवा दो, पवन वाले को दिखवा। अरे पट्टी वट्टी करवा लो पापा अभी, इस ब्लड ब्लड नहीं तो। हाँ अरे नहीं, तुम वो वहां पर जाके करवा लो, डॉक्टर को देख।
Mouse right button. David DaCosta. Library. December 20th, 2025, 6:04 p.m.
नहीं
4H.
तुम अच्छे से डॉक्टर को
Continue
दिखा
your
दो।
journey through Hogwarts and the Wizarding World. Mouse left button. Tomes and Tribulations. Manual save. 4H. Library. Track undiscovered floodflames to unlock permanent fast travel locations and shorten the time it takes to reach new activities and locations.
नहीं तो तुम नहीं तुम उधर दिखा दो डॉक्टर को, तो वो
Inventory. Beasts. Level 6.
वही सब ध्यान रखो। नहीं तुम तो ध्यान दो।
Professor Black. Might I suggest?
तुम तो बड़ी पट्टी करवा लो जाके। अब मुझे प्रोफेसर पिग से मिलना होगा। जो ये सारे तेरे रिसर्च में करवाते रहते।
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Orthodox. It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
एक वहाँ पे हमें मुझे किताब भी
That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
प्रोफेसर सब कुछ जानना चाहते क्या क्या हुआ, क्या क्या अपन ने वो बुक के बारे में देखा क्या उसके अंदर जो राज पता चला। देखो यहाँ पे कुछ मिसिंग पेजेस हैं।
It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive, Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to
ancient magic का use कर रहे थे।
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Of course.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
चलो भाई तारीफ तो हुई थोड़ी बहुत।
Oh,
किताब
don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
चलो भाई ये वाले क्वेस्ट पूरे कंप्लीट हो गए।
Quests. All. Live as a student. Herbology class. Mouse right
चलो भाई
button. Level.
पढ़ाई लिखाई
6.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Natty just sent you an owl post requesting to meet her in map. Flames, select the world map button to switch to the world map. World map. The Highlands. This is the world map. Most of the map is covered by fog, limiting what you can see. Hamlets are small communities. This is the hamlet, Lower Hogsfield. Lower Hogsfield is located in the countryside and is the closest hamlet to Hogwarts. In reverence to the school that taught them all, the inhabitant. As you explore, you will remove fog and reveal more of the map.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
ओके, बहुत लोगों का काम आ रहा है इकट्ठा। पहले तो मैं हर्बोलॉजी की क्लास ले लेता हूँ, फिर ये नाइटी का, ये प्रोफेसर का काम कर दूंगा, हेक्टर का, क्योंकि नहीं तो नया नया मैजिक नहीं सीख पाऊंगा। अभी फिलहाल मैं जा रहा हूँ हर्बोलॉजी की क्लास में, तो कुछ नया मैजिक वगैरह सीखेंगे, फिर मैं एक एक करके नाइटी के पास भी चले जाएंगे। और ये भी प्लान है भाई, किसी के साथ एंशिएंट जगह पे गए थे, वहाँ पे हमको कार चेंज कर कुछ मिले भी थे, तो एंशिएंट मैजिक खुलता क्यों नहीं है, ये क्या मतलब पता नहीं। अरे हम अब जाके खोले।
There's something in there. I just know it.
नहीं, उसको ट्रीटमेंट करवा लो। क्वाड्रिटम तो लगा ही लेना, मेरे ख्याल से दिखा भी दो। देखने से कोई फायदा नहीं, उसको तो दिखाई हो, डॉक्टर अच्छे से कर देते हैं, क्लीनिंग व्लीनिंग और अच्छा कर देंगे और कोई दवाई दे देंगे तो वो सूख जाएगा।
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
चलो भाई, प्रोफेसर गार्लिक मिलेंगे।
Today's class. A little treat for you. Hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb.
ये Venus flytrap type का plant.
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Mandrake root.
Accio.
ऐसे टाइप अपन को मैजिक वगैरह सीखना होगा।
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we?
Okay.
First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, place your mandrake in the new core and cut down the soil.
अच्छा, ये जो पौधा बहुत चल रहा है।
Soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
समझ गए क्या? नहीं थोड़ा बात होगी.
Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a...
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake.
I enjoyed it.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic. They will take time to grow.
ठीक है. अब मुझे एक और पौधा लगाने को बोल रही हैं वो.
Star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld
Potting table.
potion.
Select the
As you all
available
should know
seed.
from Professor
Dittany.
Sharp's class.
Dittany. The leaves of this medicinal herb are used in Wiggenweld potion. Dittany seeds can be purchased at the Magic Neep and can be grown in pots of any size. Ready in 10 minutes and 0 seconds. Yield.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other
ये सब
greenhouse,
पेड़ पौधे
just at
जादू
the
के
end
बारे
of
में
the footbridge
बताएंगे
leading out
प्रोफेसर
of this
गार्लिक
room.
से.
Your classmate,
अलग
Mr.
अलग
Pruitt,
पढ़ाई
has
कराते
kindly
हैं.
offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Meat.
Your weeds possess their own brocade, form of beauty.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his... Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Yeah.
Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Hold tab and tap mouse to open the tool wheel and assign the Chinese chomping cabbages. Then tap to use your assigned tools. 4. Felix Felicis. 8. Chinese chomping cabbage.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
4. Felix 8. Four. Felix 8. Four. Felix 8. Chinese chomping cabbage 8. 4. 4. 8. Chinese chomping cabbage. Release tapped. 8. Chinese chomping cabbage. Release tap to equip. 8. Chinese chomping cabbage. Release tap to equip.
Revelio.
Four. 8. Escape. Lumos. Utility. Allows you to see in dark areas or solve puzzles that require ancient magic. Ancient magic throw. Petrificus totalis. Essential. Stupefy. Protego. Revelio. Basic cast. Essential. Levioso. Control. Levitates objects and enemies. Useful for solving puzzles. Reparo. Utility. Allows you to quickly return certain damaged desk endo. Incendio. Hold tab and tap mouse to open the tool wheel and assign the Chinese chomping cabbages. Then tap to use your assigned tools. 4. Felix Felicis. Maxima Potion. 0. 8.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants.
ऐसे करना था चाइनीज के हल्का सा टैप को टच करो तो वो हो गया.
Not saying you can't go it alone, but well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could come in handy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Return to Professor Garlic. चलो भाई क्लास में फिर से चले प्रोफेसर गार्लिक के. ये सब भी पढ़ाई जरूरी है भाई. ये नहीं कि मस्ती करने में ही लग जाओ. ये पढ़ाई से क्या मैजिक है. हो.
Seeds take time to grow. Return to your potting table in the herbology classroom later to harvest your plants.
Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. I didn't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
As MI plants offer so much.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Okay.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
चल थोड़ी देर और यहाँ ही रुकते हैं। ये प्लांट लेके जाऊंगा मैं। 1 मिनट ही बचा है, बस 30 सेकेंड ही बचा है। अब यहीं पे थोड़ी देर रहता और वो प्लांट लेके जाऊंगा मेरा। 16 सेकेंड ही बचे।
Level 6. Inventory. 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 Notes. Notes. Letter to Fig from Black. Resources. Resources. Not grass 2. Not grass sprit level 6. Quests. Quests. Potions class. The girl from Uagadug. Natty Ona has asked me to meet her at a hamlet called Lower Hogsfield, Potions class. The next class I must attend is Potions. It is taught by the girl from Uagadug. Mouse right button. Untracked quest, level 6.
नैटी से मिल लेता हूँ। ये भी लड़की अच्छी क्वेस्ट देती है।
Level 6. Map. Map. Hogsmeade map, U. Potions class. The next class I must, U. The library annex. The annex of the south wing. Exit. The south wing. The south wing of Hogwarts. Mouse left button. The south wing. Collection chests. 0 out of 5. Field guide pages. Hogwarts south exit. The south exit, the south wing. Collection chests. 0 out of 5. Potions class. The next class I must attend.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
It's a card to tutor me in transfiguration.
Level 6. Escape. Challenges. Challenge. Map. Challenges. Hogwarts map. Flowflames locations. Potions class. The next class I must attend is the South Wing. The South Wing. The South Wing. The South Wing of Hogwarts.
यहाँ पे कोई फास्ट ट्रैवल पॉइंट नहीं होगा जब तक फिर इसके बाद का क्लासेस ले लेंगे। पहले इसके साथ कुछ फन करेंगे। ये क्योंकि भाई बहुत मिस्टीरियस जगह पे ले जाती है टीवी, तो पहले उसके साथ पास चले गए, फिर अपन अपने क्लासेस ले लेंगे सभी पोशन की एडवांस क्लासेस।
I should investigate.
यहाँ मिलेगी वो।
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you.
I'm all right at the moment.
गॉब्लिन से ये भी डरी हुई थी कि उनके हमले में कहीं तुम्हें तो नहीं लगी। चलो बताओ यार नेटी क्या?
They want something I found.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. All of us.
Rookwood और Harlow ये तो अपना हमला किया था ना इन दोनों।
You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
I'm glad to hear it.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock.
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operation. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit. Try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Natty यहाँ रहती है.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
चाहो तो बाबू करवाई दो पूरे डॉक्टर से. अपन बेफिक्र हो जाएंगे उससे. Trials of Merlin.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
चलो अभी पहले ये रास्ते पे अपन लग गए तो यही मिशंस पहले इसके कर देते हैं नैटी.
They must have come this way. Think.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not.
अच्छा ये है नॉरा ट्रेडवेल.
Don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi, speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Student, you can't.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
नहीं मान रहा.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
तो कुछ भी नहीं कर पाएगी.
The collection section of your field guide has been updated with a new enemy type. You may learn
Stop right there. We can go.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student off of my dead body.
ये खा. ये खा. मजा आया ये एक और बच्चे.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
चलो इनसे बात करते हैं. ये अच्छी है.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
थोड़ा ना उनको चोर थे. इनका सामान चोरी कर रहे
To get to you.
Ashwinders.
Thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. They warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
research. How interesting.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
How extraordinary.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
देख लो यहाँ पे आर्थर किंग के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. मर्लिन अटेंडेड द हॉगवर्ट्स. ये उन्हीं की वाइफ प्रोफेसर पिग की वाइफ जो थी ना.
Fixtures.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the
उन्हीं के
area.
पास के बारे में
I've
काफी कुछ
taken to
पता
calling
चलेगा.
them the
ये भी
Trials
एक
of Merlin.
हिस्टोरियन है नॉरा.
I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
How fascinating.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret.
Okay.
No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
ये भी हमको भाई थोड़ी बहुत रिसर्च वगैरह.
Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
ट्रक में से इनको लेके आना होगा कि Mallowsweet पर एक चीज है जिसका ये चाहती है लेके आऊंगा.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. Did you see that? The vine disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Reparo.
You got the Mallowsweet to work. Now, what to do about these pyres? Perhaps a spell might help us here.
अच्छा.
Four, two, two. Chinese chomp, venomous tentac, 0. Venomous mandrake.
Conjuring fire might work. These are pyres after all.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा.
These pillars are pyres, and pyres are meant to be lit.
Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Escape. Lumos. Lumos. Utility. Lumos. Utility. Oxio. Force. Summons a variety of objects and enemies to close range. Levioso. Control. Levitates objects and enemies. Useful for solving puzzles and surprising enemies alike. Levioso. Control. Levitates objects and enemies. Useful for solving puzzles and surprising.
Levioso. Accio.
Perhaps
Levioso.
might help us here.
Levioso.
तो करना क्या है?
You got the mallow sweet to work. Now what to do about these pyres?
ये भी यहाँ पे क्या करना है?
Revelio.
Escape. Lumos. Utility. Allows you to see in dark area.
अरे यार
4. Felix Filit 2. Venomous Tentac 0. 2. 2.
These pillars are pyres, and pyres are meant to be lit. Conjuring fire might work. These are pyres after all.
अच्छा वहां पे कहीं आग लगानी है, आग लगाने की तो बोल रहा हूँ। कॉन्फ्लिक्ट
Revelio.
Escape. Lumos. Desk Endo. Levioso. Control. Oxio. Disillusionment. Lumos. Utility. Allows you to see in reparo. Incendio. Damage. Dip indo. Incendio. Damage. Its range is short and requires you to be close to the target. This spell deals significant damage and lights certain objects on fire. Levioso. Control. Disillusionment. Lumos. Utility. Allows you to see in dark areas or solve puzzles that require extra light. Lumos. Utility. Allows you to see in dark areas or solve puzzles that require extra light.
चलो
Lumos.
Perhaps a spell might help us here.
चलो समझ गया हूँ यहाँ पे आग लगानी
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Protego. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Incendio.
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
अच्छा तीनों को एक साथ जलाना
Incendio. Incendio. Protego.
It seems the pyres sink if you don't light the others quickly enough.
Lumos. Incendio.
Try lighting all of the pyres before any finish sinking.
Incendio.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio.
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
Incendio! Incendio!
It seems the pyres sink if you don't light the others quickly enough.
Incendio!
क्यों वो इतना नाटक है?
Incendio! Incendio! Incendio!
Try lighting all of the pyres before any finish sinking.
चलो कुछ तो खुला है। अब ये क्या पेड़ खुल गया है। चलो मार्लिन का कुछ सीक्रेट खुला है। ये जो उनकी वाइफ थी ना प्रोफेसर फिग की।
What a day! I can hardly believe it.
चलो भाई एक तो मैंने कितना चला दी तो अब आगे क्या करना पड़ता है?
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirling ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow suit, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, thank you.
And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Different challenges offer different rewards. Complete Merlin, the Highlands. South Hogwarts region. Hogsmeade map. Hogwarts map. Zonko's joke, J. Pippin's potions. Hogwarts map. South Hogwarts region. North Hogwarts region. Mooncap, Forbidden. Different challenges offer different rewards. Complete Merlin trial challenges to increase your gear capacity.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes.
Grace
My
नाम है,
name
Grace
is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath, Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
An underwater adventure sounds like fun.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with... We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
I'll have to think about this.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. but I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Press left shift to swim faster. Visit the collections menu to learn about enemy abilities and weaknesses. Restart from try again. New potions and plants can be unlocked for your tool wheel by purchasing recipes from J. Pippin's Potions and Seeds at Dogweed and Deathcap. Ingredient seeds are available at the Magic Neep. Remember the tab tool wheel in difficult combat scenarios. Plants and potions are very powerful. Press left shift to swim faster.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her